Hello everyone, and welcome back to NerdCraft SMP Season 3, Chapter 3. I have been working on quite a few things off camera because I feel like I'm a lot more productive if I'm not trying to do stuff and record at the same time. So if I turn around here, you might notice that some things are different. We added, this is really not very efficient, but like trying to make some clay here. Got a lava pool. I need to really like start building a super smelter. I think that would be helpful. Bunch of stuff over here. And if you remember last time, we had the flowers kind of grown up over here. So I've added 2 of these farms. So this one right here makes mostly orange flowers with a little bit of white tulips and a little bit of red ones. And this farm over here makes these purple flowers with some of the white flowers. So we still need to work on getting some of the other flowers, like these ones over here don't really get into this farm at all. And if we could get more of these flowers that are just kind of on the edge of the farms. And then I believe the blue cornflowers we don't get any of right now, so we need to work on that. But if we head back over to the shop real quick, and if I turn around here, this is the shop that I have set up. Still missing quite a few things. Some things are stocked a lot better than others just because of the way I have those farms set up. So we need to work on that. But you also may notice in my inventory, we have some pretty good tools here. And that is because Cozy came by, bought a bunch of this white concrete powder, which we have restocked. And I was able to go to the bookshop over there and enchant all of these tools, which makes stocking the shop a lot easier. Also, of course, I did choose to move the shop out here instead because a lot of more people find it this way when it's out here instead of buried in my base. Speaking of which, if I head on over this way to our potato farm, you may notice something has changed. This is right where my old base used to be, the little house I was working on. It just was not going well. It was weird shapes, weird mixture of blocks. Wasn't finishing it. It was not going well. So instead, we have this beautiful sky ship that is parked on this platform right here. So if we head up, got a bunch of furnaces here. This area is just about the same. I just organized my stuff a little better. And if we head up on this side, we have the captain's quarters in the back. And if we drop down here, it's not fully furnished yet, but I'm going to have like a bunch of tools in here. Right now we just have the stone cutter and then the ladder to get back out. So very proud of this build. I've never built anything like this before. So that was a lot of fun experimenting with how I could add detail to the ship, build this ship shape, build the shape of it, and connect that balloon to the top. So that was a lot of fun. And I think the main goal of today, like I've said every episode, is to keep stocking this. But also I might go mining and try and get more diamonds. I got 32 from Cozy, bought all these tools, and now I have 9 left. So I think I need to go heal this, and then getting some armor I think would be a good place to start, because if I die and lose all these tools, that will be very sad. So yeah, I think also expanding some of those flower farms again, and we will be in business. So I healed up my elytra. I think next step is to go mining. And I could go right around here, but if I head up this hill right here, I found this tunnel. I did not make this tunnel, and I was exploring that cave down there, and there's torches everywhere. And I believe that is because on the other side of this hill is Hedge's base. So I believe that he has explored this entire cave. I assume he's gotten most of the diamonds in this whole area. So we are actually going to go head over. This is just my farm area. My main base is over that direction. So we're going to go head over there and do some mining. This shovel is so nice. It does it so fast. Most of the time when I'm playing, like, I don't want to go through all the effort of getting those books and stuff. So being on a server where I can just buy them is great. And gravel is like, basically, I just need so much of it for the concrete that I just have to mine it whenever I see it. And this shovel just makes that so efficient. Diamonds, and that was 28 from one section. So I think this will be a pretty quick, very efficient trip. All right, we have over a stack of diamonds now, which is great. And I think this will actually be a very short trip because I did not plan ahead and bring food with me, unfortunately. I never do. I never plan ahead because why would I do that? So we're going to head out, but I was looking at this and it looks very suspicious. So I think it could be a trial chamber. So I just want to check real quick. See if there's something in here. Oh, yes. There is a trial chamber. I'm not going to do that right now because I am most definitely not prepared. But now we know where that is, so we can come back to it if I would like to. But for now, I just gotta get out of this cave in one piece. Right, I survived. We got this many diamonds. We also got quite a bit of gravel. Not like a ton, but a good amount. And some iron, which is always great. Full disclaimer, I was also using Fulbright, so that helps quite a bit when mining, but it does not help with the monsters, so. However, with these diamonds, if we make, Dylan is actually selling beacons back at spawn, so I think that will probably be a good investment if I go purchase one of those. That'll make collecting stuff a lot more efficient, even with the tools I have. All right, here is Dylan's dingy alleyway. He also sells rockets, which I still have a few, but I do go through them very quickly. 3 diamond blocks, 1 beacon. That is a good deal. I also need to get my hands on an ender pearl because I was dumb and broke my ender chest over at the farm, so I gotta fix that too. But I also got some ink sacs that we can use for my shop here. Make it easier to read. Right, I have this boat because there was an enderman here a second ago. I was trying to catch so I could fix my ender chest, but I don't think that's going to work out. So, I'm going to come over here, and somebody is selling diamond armor for cheaper than what it costs to make diamond armor. So I am going to take that deal. Some of it is enchanted already, so we might have to grind that off and get the enchantments that we want. I am also thinking I really need to get unbreaking for my elytra because I have to go fix it so often. Alright, so this is what I've decided on for now. And so I think we are good for that. We have 10 diamonds left if we need to come back and get any more. So now we're going to take this and fly back over to the mob spawner to get the best armor we can. So, put that down and just start combining stuff. Right, so that is everything done. I think this is like the richest I have ever been in Minecraft. We have all of these tools. Everything is fully mended. Of course, a stack of poisonous potatoes. Beacon. This armor is missing some stuff, but we can always add that later. And if you didn't know, if you enchant stuff in a certain order and like combine the books together in a certain order, it costs you less enchantment levels. So if you don't know how to do that, I found out there is a calculator for it, so you can just look that up and it will tell you exactly what order to do it in. So because I didn't have all the books that I wanted for this, I probably did not do it in the most efficient way, but that's alright. We can fix that later. And we are looking snazzy. Alright, so I brought a bed with me because I have died way out here way too many times. Which is fine, it's just a little bit of a journey. And then we are gonna set this up right about here. Activate it, and we are good to go. Is the story of how I became an unethical business owner, destroying the natural world for my own capital gain. So it appears that all of my shulker boxes are full, and we did not quite get down to the bottom. But I think it's fine. I don't think that anyone will notice that this mountain has been flattened. And I do believe I just have a little bit too much orange terracotta. And so we're gonna go over here. And we are just gonna patch this up. And then no one will ever know what a mess it is underneath. They'll never know. See, look at that. How would they know? How would they know? I was never here. I never touched this land. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. no one will ever know. But I'd say that's successful. My shulker boxes are full and my tools are breaking, so I think it is time to go. Also, this pillager has been staring me down. Alright, so after that trip we have all of these stocked up, all the way full. These two are not, and then I just smelted some of that orange because I had so much left over. Like, I have way too much orange. So we're gonna start selling some of this glazed terracotta. And then for the rest of the colors, I just need to work on getting the dyes for it. I'm like slowly, ever so slowly, getting more green dye. But I think that will be the end of today's episode. As you can tell, still a lot more to stock in the shop, but I'll probably do most of that off camera. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and it was good doing business with you. Bye!